Hello everyone, welcome back. I just come back from a trip, and so I was planning to just talk a little bit about the trip and keep this video short and sweet so it doesn't bore you out. Because normally my video is about 10 minutes long. But now I'm just gonna do a recap about my trip, and hopefully you can get a peek into my life a little bit, okay? Okay, well, if you don't know, I just came back from Australia. It was a 10-day trip and it was really fun. It was short, so we had to squeeze in a lot of things, so my schedule was really tight, and so it's a bit tiring, but it's fine. So the first 2 days is just traveling. It's just flying the first 2 days because we couldn't get the ticket to go straight to Australia, so we have to transit in Bangkok for 7 hours, and then we flew to Melbourne. It was cold. It was around 5 to 6 degrees. But it was different. I packed a lot of coats and cold wear, so you know I was well prepared and well equipped. And we stayed at a hostel that belonged to the church because my grandpa, we call him grandpa because we're like family, but the father of the church is one of our relatives, so he let us stay in the hostel of the church, and so it's free. So we saved a bunch of money on accommodation, and we used all that money on shopping. Seriously, we shopped so much. I literally think that I shopped half of Melbourne, but it was just a joke. So I bought a bunch of makeup, and I bought candy, chocolate. I also bought a lot of sneakers. I think I brought home 4 pairs. Oh, pain in the butt. I also got a new phone. And my dad got a lot of stuff too. My mom bought a bunch of honey. I don't know why do you need to go all the way to Australia to buy honey, but it's Manuka honey. Apparently it's better for you, it's better for your health. It has more mineral and nutrient whatsoever. I don't care. And then we spent 2 days in Sydney. 2 days, honestly, if you're gonna go to Sydney, spend at least a week because the city is beautiful. It's so majestic, it's beautiful, it's bustling, it's busy, modern, but historic at the same time. It's amazing. The only difference, I think, between Melbourne and Sydney is the public transportation. In Melbourne, you have tram, which is a long bus that runs by electricity, and you have buses, regular buses. You have metro, which is a subway station, and right, yeah. But in Sydney, they only have buses and the subway, so there's only 2 transportation, and tram is very convenient. When I was in Melbourne, we didn't have to pay for taxi. We just get a card, which is a Myki card, and then we put money in it, and we can travel all around the city, and it costs us way less than we would have if we got on taxi, because taxi, as soon as you hop on a cab, it would be 6.5 Australian dollar, but if you travel by Myki, it's $3 one trip. And one trip you can go from my place, which I stay in Brunswick, and I go to the center, which is a Melbourne central city. I go to the central city. It takes around half an hour to 45 minutes, which is fine. Sydney was great fun. I met one of my close friends there. She was really sweet. She showed me around the city. My mom, dad, and my sister went to the fish market. We all went to the opera house, and we went on one of those water taxi that drives you around. in the river. Is it a river or sea? I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. And we took a bunch of pictures. I can show you one. This is me in Sydney. And this is me in Sydney as well. Me and my friend. I don't know if she wants her pictures to show, but so yeah, it was really fun. This is me with an ice cream scone. This is my profile picture, if you haven't noticed already. And after Sydney, we flew back to Melbourne, and the next morning we hop on a plane and flew back here to Vietnam. And the next day went back to uni, which was a little bit sad, but it was fine because I needed this because I skipped school for too long. I took almost a week off of school, so I need to jump right back in and back into the vicious cycle of my life, which is working and studying and doing report and writing essay, whatever, you name it. So now I'm back. I bought the t-shirt as a reminder to the trip. I love traveling, and whenever I travel, wherever I go, I usually just buy something small, something that remind me of the place. Yeah, as a piece of memory. And whenever I wear it or wherever I see it, it reminds me of the beautiful memories that I made and the amazing people that I met along the trip. So yeah, that was my trip. That was the recap of my trip. This week is gonna be short because I just got back and I didn't feel like doing the whole simulation of the Ielts test. So this is it. If you like it, like and share, subscribe if you want more content like this, and we'll see you guys next week. Okay, bye. I think I ramble a lot.